I just ate some bologna and beef.
You're always watching, kicking tabs on the stream, but your own platform was crashing, losing steam. Stop.
Damn, that ass.
I was jamming out. What was that?
What, brother? Sorry, that was a song that I was doing that I did for AI.
Oh, really? Can I hear 5 seconds of it?
No,
I was
not right
dialing in.
now because,
I missed the beginning because I was dialing in, you know?
dude, what's up? How you doing, brother? Hey,
Oh,
the last time you were on my show, you and Tampa Cherry went at it.
true.
Dude, I sent you a list this morning. The new girl was on here.
Oh, she was awesome. She was awesome. I love her words because she speaks in a different lingo because obviously she's in UK, right?
England.
Yeah, so that's just amazing. So I love some of the words that they use differently than we use, and
Yeah.
I wish I could learn them all so I could use them in day-to-day life. There's so much cool stuff.
Oh, did you hear we lost Susan Wojcicki,
I don't know who that is.
former CEO of YouTube.
Oh wow, what was she doing now? If she's the former CEO of YouTube, what was she doing currently?
She had to step down.
Oh, she was sick and she had to step down.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm excited about wrestling tonight, bro. I found out about MLW wrestling. Well, I didn't find out about it. I knew about it, but I found out that they were running a free show because now they're doing their pay-per-views on YouTube for free. So I saw the ad yesterday morning. I assumed it was for last night. It starts at 10 o'clock. I'm like, perfect. Right after SmackDown, right after Bubba 199. If I remember, I'll put it on and I'll love it because it's so good. Matt Riddle's wrestling. They got this guy. I'm sure you've seen him before. Mads Kruger. Have you ever seen him?
Matt Kruger, aka he was part of the
Contra.
Contras.
Yep. What a great gimmick, huh?
That's where MJF started. That's
Yep.
where
he used to team with Richard Holiday, and Richard Holiday trained with one of the guys that brought me into the business, Paul Roma, trained Richard Holiday, which in turn I refereed Richard Holiday's first match. And when I was in the ring with him, I'm like, this kid is like gonna be a star. And on the same show, I refereed. What's up?
He had cancer.
Richard Holiday, right?
Yeah.
He's back though. He's wrestling again.
Yeah. But I also want to say that I also you have from Lucha Underground you have Dario Cueto.
Oh, he's so good, dude. On the last pay-per-view, the big reveal was like his daughter is pregnant. So I don't remember her name, Selena De La Renta or something like that.
Selena De La Renta. She
yeah.
is.
So they had.
Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. She had the gimmick where she was pregnant. And we were going to find out in a big segment who the father was, right? And
she's actually really pregnant.
That's fine. She was standing in the corner, and Dario Cueto was standing in the center of the ring. And he goes, just tell me who the father is. And they had a joke come down, a fat guy. And then, it's not me. And then another, they were teasing us. And then finally she points directly at Dario Cueto and like, he's the father. And he's looking at me. He's like, now I know I like my women to wear a mask, but I know for a fact that it's not you because all my women, they don't run their mouth, and you never shut your mouth. And then she goes, I wasn't pointing at you. I was pointing at him. And it was a big security guard of his behind him. Took off the mask, revealed one of the most gorgeous men. And then he he wouldn't have made out with her, and everybody went crazy. I guess nobody knows who this guy is, but I'm sure we'll find out tonight because here's what happened. Paul, Jake Hudson, check this out. When I woke up this morning, I thought I forgot about MLW, and I was going to watch it while I ate lunch, and I hit the button, and it says upcoming. I'm like, what? It wasn't last night. It's tonight at 10 o'clock. So right after Collision, I can roll right into the MLW pay-per-view if I remember.
Yeah. Hey, I also want to tell you that they also have some great. That's where the Von Erichs wrestled at.
I never seen him there. I might have seen him there, but it wasn't memorable. They've had so much great talent come through there. I'm pretty sure Penta El Cerro Miedo was there too at some point. They got a couple luchadors tonight.
Actually, you also have like Matt Cardona wrestled there.
Oh, I like him. He just showed up on Impact or TNA. He just showed up on TNA Impact, and it's terrible. The first time he showed up, it was a complete surprise. He did his high-level leg drop move on a woman, and he let Steph DeLander win the match. He slid in, hit the move behind the ref's back, slid out. She hit the pin. It was great, and he got hurt. And then he was hurt for months. His shoulder. Remember when his shoulder was hurt?
Yeah. Do you know who that female was? Do you know who that female was? That was formerly known as the female that got hit with the leg drop was formerly known as Dana Brooke in WWE.
Oh, he did it on Ash by Elegance. I just need a washcloth, a wet one. I'm sticky.
Thank you. Hey, sorry that I knew that were a little bit busy sometimes. I know.
No, I'm not busy. I was texting you this morning that Saturday is the only day of the week that I sleep because every morning I get up at 5. Thank you. Can I please have a dry one? Every morning I get up at 5. Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you. And Saturday is the only day that I ever sleep. And I used to have a goal of just 8 o'clock, and that was fine. And then I said, can you please leave me alone and let me just sleep as late as I can? And I got to 10, and I even got to 10:30. So I set my new goal to 11 o'clock, if I could sleep till 11 o'clock. And, dude, I was killing it. I was sleeping so good. And all of a sudden, my door opens, and this guy that he says he speaks Spanish, but he doesn't even understand Spanish. I think he's a complete full-blown R. But he comes over and he starts rattling the trash can and messing with trash bags. He's got my door open, the lights shining in. I said, get the fuck out of here. I cussed him the fuck out. He slammed the door. But it was already too late. I was already awake. You know what I mean? So I rang the call light. My nurse came in, gave me my meds. I've situated the breakfast tray. I've been sitting there since 10. By now it's like 10:45. Or I don't know what I said, but it's been there since 8. And it was 10:45, so nothing was hot. But it's okay. All I do is drink tea anyway. I don't eat. I just did a 24-hour fast, Jake. The last time I ate was 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and I didn't eat again until 2 o'clock today, 2:10 to be exact. I had cinnamon roll pancakes. That's why I'm sticky.
Yeah.
It was funny because when you texted me, are you busy? I'm like, sticky as F, and I'm trying to clean my hands with dry napkins. When you have maple syrup on your hands, dry napkins aren't going to cut it. So I rang the call light, so the lady gave me a washcloth, nice and wet. I love being clean.
I just want to say the reason why I said, are you busy, is because I know that sometimes you might be dealing with something.
No, you know what? It's kind of set the times that they have for when they come in. Like they come in at 8 and do a blood sugar and breakfast. Then they come. My nurse 10 for meds, and then at 12 they come back with lunch and one more blood sugar, and then I'm alone until 5. I just sit here by myself doing nothing until 5. When again the nurse comes for another blood sugar, and then I have supper, and then I don't see nobody again until night. Till bed's at 10.
Yeah.
and I'm alone until the next day, until whenever 5, 8, whatever, whenever I get
I
up.
want to ask you. I want to ask you. Do you have any Kevin Sullivan stories?
You're gonna hate me. I learned a Kevin Sullivan story this morning. I learned we both have the same middle name. Other than that, I've never been entertained by Kevin Sullivan. I'm sorry to say it. I've never once ever was ever entertained under any circumstances that anything that Kevin Sullivan did. Now, what he may have called in the back as the Booker Man, now that's a different story. Remember when Pillman called him the Booker Man live on pay-per-view or on TV?
Yeah.
What did he do? Do you remember that? What were the circumstances behind that? Pillman did something. He might have done a straight job, laid down, did something crazy, something with a pencil, and he called Kevin Sullivan Booker Man right on live TV.
Yeah, and by the way, I just want to tell you that we ended up getting on the clip, the episode that you and Temper Cherry went. We got 6 clips. Every episode you come on either gets me 7 to sometimes it's 5 clips, sometimes it's 7 clips.
So what does that tell you?
You're the entertainment one.
Shit. I don't need to pat myself on the back. I appreciate you telling me that. I appreciate the facts and figures. You know what I was going to ask you? I was going to ask you, just based on the Tampa Terry thing, did that draw more views than a typical show? Or was it about the same? Or was it less?
About the same, because the thing is, it's like, number one, you got overshadowed. Your episode, the one that's doing the best right now is the Kevin Brennan episode, where I had Kevin Brennan from Misery Loves Company on the show.
Well, I think this New Girl episode is going to kill it. She's awesome, man. I can't believe you had her on for so long. That's awesome.
We had her for an hour, and the thing is, it's like I was messaging her about. I called sent her a link. I thought I was going to get a response, but the thing is, I actually have I do have to stop. I'm gonna try. The reason why I wanted to have you on, because I know that you got a little, thought you got mad at me for not having you on the show today.
Dude, I wasn't mad at you. I was mad at myself. I can't believe if I would have had the opportunity to talk to New Girl, oh my God, the content we would have gotten out of that, I guarantee you would have had 15 clips. I guarantee it.
3 clips. We only had 3.
What I'm saying is, if I was on with New Girl, the content that I would have drawn out of her would have brought us 15 clips. I guarantee it. For an hour and a half like you had, easy.
I saw clips of you on Bubba's podcast the other day. Bubba.
What was it? Oh, David Chandler. What do you mean, on the TV behind Bubba? I'm on the TV behind Bubba constantly. I got like maybe 7 pictures up there that are on full rotation. And the funniest thing is, I'm such a supermark that I know when every picture is going to show up by time. I can like tell you from picture 1 to picture 7, the spaces between minute-wise. And it is funny because right when I had it all figured out, that's when Macho Man went in and changed the game. He added in a bunch of pictures, so it changed the times. But my memory is a steel trap, so I still got them all. I love remembering shit. Fucking awesome. You know what freaks people out is when you remember their name. When, like, if I had a nurse one time, and then I see her again, and I say her name, oh my God, you remember my name? Like, that means a lot to people, remembering their name.
Yeah.
Just like, you like recognition? Are you real big on recognition? Like, if you do something...
Let me tell you something. Number one, I've been around. I've had workers quit on the first day. I've had workers do that. I've had workers quit on the first day because they
me too.
couldn't do the work. And I've even had people that were supposed to come in to work, and they decide, oh, before they even showed up, they didn't want to. They didn't want to come to work.
That's because people are selfish. And I'm sure you've had people that you've worked with for a while, right? That you trust,
Yeah.
that you almost consider a friend, and then all of a sudden, wham, I got car trouble. Wham, I got a family emergency. Wham, here come the excuses, right? Yeah, I'm sure you've dealt with that, right?
David Chandler actually Holyoke Joe is a bigger celebrity than Bobby Nick. Holyoke Joe is bigger than Wendy the retard or Wendy the slow adult. Sorry if I offend people.
Is that what she's calling herself? Wendy the Slow Adult? That's great.
No, her former
WTSA. Yeah.
her former name was Wendy the retard.
Oh, I know. She
But
was on the radio when I was starting, like first starting to listen to Bubba. I'm pretty sure she was on. She was on Howard, right?
she was on Howard. She was on Monsters. I knew Dan Dennison told me a story about Dan Dennison was talking about her.
You know what's
Dan
funny? I always
Dennison.
pictured her skinny. I always pictured her as a real skinny. But then I seen a picture. She's not skinny. She looks like she ate the girl that I pictured she was.
Actually, you want to hear something funny?
Hell yeah!
The reason why she got mad at me, and told me to fuck off is because
Oh my God.
I told her to basically, I basically said to Wendy, why don't, instead of begging for money for your cat to go to the vet, why don't you ask Howard and Beth? Howard and Beth Stern. Beth Stern does a lot for the animal rescue there in New
Nice.
York.
Yep.
For the animal, and I told Wendy, why don't you ask Howard and Beth for some help? Because Beth could have got you some help without you putting money out for that.
Is she still on the show?
She's still part of the show. They just did a video of her meeting Robert Englund.
Oh wow, that's funny. Well, yeah, he wasn't dressed up though, was he?
Number one, David Chandler. I'm going to say this: you have to talk to them about coming on the show because they're the ones that you know. By the way, I want to show you something. You're actually going to like. I have something. By the way, shout out to. I got something to show you. Ready?
Oh wow, nice.
I put two stickers. By the way, that's not DC, Jake.
Why doesn't David Chandler come up with us and talk with us? If he's got questions, we got answers.
That's not the real David. Hey, is that Deadpool? Is that not the real David Chandler? Deadpool, do the honor. That's not DC, Jake.
Put him up anyways.
Deadpool.
Give him a link. Put a link in the chat.
No. Deadpool, do the honors. He's not. David Chandler's not that big. David Chandler is not a moderator.
Instead of blocking people, welcome them in. Let them in.
Dude.
Let's hear what he has to say. The fake David Chandler. That's content. Blocking people is like blocking content. Remember with Tampa Terry, he had heat, right? What do? We welcomed him in, right? And that generated more content.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's David. This David Chandler's a nice guy. I know.
David, last time we spoke, you told me how awesome David Chandler is. But obviously, this David Chandler is the same guy that was talking untruths about the untimely demise of somebody that we know.
What's up, Vic? What's up, Vic? How you doing, Vic Mendoza? What's up, Vic?
Vic Mendoza. What up, VM?
I don't get on this thing. I don't get the chats on Keg. I just went to kick to grab the link for David Chandler.
You sent them a link? That would be awesome. It seems like he had nice questions. It didn't seem like he was being rude. I mean, you were reading the chat. I didn't see it.
No, David Chandler doesn't. So he only stays in the chat and stuff.
What about the fake David Chandler? It's too late for him, huh? I love it when people ask questions because I love answering questions. You know why? Because I always have all the answers and always 100% right.
Oh. Then the one that came in is the real David.
Hell yeah.
All right. By the way,
He's the real David.
I do have a button if you want to go kick. I do have a sub button on my kick.
Hell yeah, sub it up. You know, I would like to send some people's over to my YouTube page with my real name, Joe Lupien, Joe Lupien. And over there, I just got a shorts up. I'm live a couple times, but when I've gone live, I literally got 545 viewers in a 1 hour stream. Or 545 viewers live, not just after the fact. You know what I mean? So I was pretty blown away by those analytics. My chat was moving so fast. It was so good, dude. It was awesome. But I'm faithful to my subscribers on Twitch, so that's why I don't go over and do things on YouTube very infrequently.
Yeah.
I'm going on Grindr today, though.
Hey, I want to talk to you about something.
I hope so.
I want to talk to you about a little something that me and you need. I want to talk about.
I want to talk about me. Yeah. Want to talk about you. Want to talk about.
You been not been the year. All right. Yes, Deadpool. I do. Love you, brother.
Why doesn't he come up and talk to us?
Deadpool and David Chandler are the same.
Is that the real Deadpool, the one that just made the movie with Wolverine?
No, Deadpool. I'm talking.
Jake, the audio is getting a little rough on your end, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, I can hear you again.
Mr. Blue, let's talk about Toby with Brian. Damn it, Brian! It's a song I did a couple years ago for a podcast.
Who's it about?
Called It's Total BS Podcast. Total BS Podcast.
Right.
And it's Brian and Shayna out in California. They talk about Tadzumok. They talk about nobody likes onions. They even talk about that moron in Minnesota named M.
Hell yeah.
By the way, I've been show clips I've been watching.
Tell me.
I've been watching the episodes of what's that coffee again? All right, I got it. Chandler, Deadpool. Sorry. By the way, today I had for grocery day, my sister-in-law brought me some of those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, the Uncrustables.
Yeah, I did a grocery order today too. I did Instacart, and that was one of the things that come up. Uncrustables. It was $3.69, and I'm like, Nah, I can't do it. I can't spend money on that. I just bought my bananas and I bought a pack of monsters. And I
By
think
the
I
way,
may have bought. I think a bag of Hostess donuts as well. Gotta have those. Even if you're broke, you still gotta have donuts. 7 bananas from Guatemala because I only got one left. Down to my last one. There it is.
Hey,
My last banana from Guatemala.
by the way, I did hold
I
on. It didn't
can't
get me
figure out how the camera
correctly.
works. Where's the camera at on this thing? There it is. Guatemala. Way to go.
Hey, damn it. I hate this damn computer.
Rice Krispies. And what you gonna do, Jake Hudson, when I get you in the ring, brother, and slam you 1, 2, 3, dude, and then I move out of town all night long, brother. Oh, I tried to back out on my Harley, but I can back out if I'm laying in bed. Damn it. Well, that's tomorrow's banana today. So y'all got a preview of tomorrow's banana. But my new bundle's coming. And when it comes, it's going to be crazy. I hope. I called the store first to make sure the bananas were from Guatemala. You know, the proper way to say Guatemala is not with a G, it's actually with an H. Guatemala. That's how you're supposed to say it. I'm from Guatemala, and I have the best bananas around. Guatemala. I get my bananas from Pancho Villa. And on Instagram, at Holyoke Joe the Supermarket, I post a daily banana, and I take all the mug shots of my banana for that day, and then I put a song with it.
Sorry
The
about
song, Jake, you will love the song I use. I use the same song every day, just different versions. It's called Banana Joe. It goes, Joe, oh banana Joe, quieres, oh banana nana Joe, corazón gigante, tu masuyante, oh banana Joe. Dead ass. That's a real song. It's good too. Makes me want to dance every time I hear it.
By the way, shout out to. By the way, I'm still looking. I am looking right now. Deadpool.
Who's that guy that gave the $25 last time?
That was Deadpool.
No way, really?
That was Deadpool.
Hell yeah. Well, he must have a lot of money after making that movie he just made. It's a hit.
No. David Chandler gives people that he's given Lemmy money, he's given Johnny money, he's given a lot of us money.
Well, David Chandler needs to come over to Holyoke Joe 1 on Twitch and cheer me some bits. A sub at least. Show me some love. I'll entertain you, I promise. Literally, I am plug and play entertainment. You can literally dial in anything in the chat, say, I want to hear Holyoke Joe sing Neil Diamond. Bam, I'll sing a Neil Diamond. I want to hear Holyoke Joe Snoop Dogg. Bam, I'll rap Snoop Dogg. I want an old school wrestling story from the road. Bam, got it. Plug and play, dial it in. I'm taking requests. Because I don't know our audience. I can't see the chat. If I was going to see it, I would need this phone to see it. And I'm using it. It's funny, there's a chat option here, but I don't know if I can see what I can see. Yeah, there's nothing going on in this chat. This must be just like a StreamYard chat or something. Empty. What do they want to see, Jake? What do they want to hear? If we don't have any wrestling fans, we certainly don't want to talk about wrestling.
Yeah. But the thing is, I want to talk about wrestling because
you do?
I'm not talking about you, you shithead.
I just got a message. You're talking. I can't see smack about.
All right, you know what? Send
What?
it to. You know what? Here, there you go. If you don't want to talk about it, listen. I told you I don't want. Dude, I'm not talking about you, Jib. There, have a day. Hey, Cosmonauty, how you doing?
What does that say? And who's it from?
Nobody.
Because I didn't hear you mention anybody. The only person that we talked about, we mentioned Bobby Nick, because somebody asked if he was more famous than me or something.
I wasn't even talking any crap. I might have talked about Wendy. We were talking about. I said that Joe was better. Joe's bigger star than Wendy.
I would debate that. She might be a bigger star than me, not in the wrestling business, but radio wise, I don't know.
Yeah. See,
I really don't know.
He's over there and by the way, I thought his account got banned.
Is that Cut of the Jib?
That's good.
That's Chris, right?
Yeah.
Chris is cool. What's his deal?
I'm sorry, Deadpool, brother. He's turned heel on me.
Who, Jib?
Jib has turned heel on me because after what happened, he just turned fucking heel on me. And I was that guy's friend, and then he goes and sides with Wendy.
So that's why he's hot, because of Wendy talk. We didn't say nothing about her at all. We didn't. If anything, we put her.
Whoa! Wait! Guess what?
What?
David Chandler. Hold on. I don't know how many teas he bought. David Chandler just bought 10 sweet teas. Oh yeah.
10 sweet teas?
Yeah.
From where? From Chick-fil-A?
No, from Buy Me a Coffee. That's what I call my Buy Me a Coffee now, is Buy Me a Sweet Tea.
And what does that do?
Buy Me a Coffee it's a donation thing.
It is. So when it's 10, is that $10?
So $5 a piece.
Oh, okay. That's dope. So,
I was doing. Damn it! I was doing the Ty Dillinger 10.
Right. Well, you owe them 7 more. There's 5, 6, 4 more. 4 more. Say it. 10, 10, 10, 10. 4 more times. Yep.
No,
3 more.
I was doing.
You're close. You're 3 left, and then you'll be at 10.
10.
2, 1. Got him, my man. If you're gonna go the distance.
I was doing 10 like Ty Dillinger.
He doesn't know Ty Dillinger. He doesn't know Ty Dillinger.
No,
he's not even on TV as that right now. He's on TV as what? Shane Spears or something? Sean Spears?
Sean Spears.
He's barely even on. He's over at NXT.
By the way, Joe Hendry is in NXT right now.
Yeah, he is. He says he's not leaving either. Man, that guy was over with me. This is what happens. All these guys are over with me when they first come in, and I notice the talent because I'm just a talent scout. I can see it. It doesn't take me 5 seconds to know about talent, and that's why I even like Eli Drake so long ago. But it took how many years for the world to find out about Eli Drake? Just like, it's unbelievable. And then I don't like them anymore. You know, once they take so long to get put on and they make their way up, like Pac, for example, not X-Pac, but Pac, when he was wrestling in Japan and he came over here doing the most incredible wrestling I've ever seen. Well, once he got hired in WWF as Neville, boring, all set, and I haven't liked him since. So it's a shame that I have to like people on entry, and then once they get over with every like you're speaking of Joe Hendry. I liked Joe Hendry way many years ago. I memorized this whole song,
Five
and
times.
nobody even knew who he was.
Five times. Say his name and
Oh,
he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. You go from London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Canada and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Streamers gonna say, your nurses are gonna come in and say, "What the fuck you're doing?"
I don't give a fuck. I want to allow all day long. All day. Loud, crazy, wildin'. Nobody cares. Nobody works here.
Yeah.
My medicine was just.
Deadpool, I'm sorry sorry. Fake one came in as you before. Sorry. I don't know if people don't understand. Deadpool has helped so many people. David Chandler has helped so many people do stuff. Last year he bought stuff on my wish list for me.
That's cool.
He's helped so many of us. I want to say thank you to Deadpool.
Have you ever spoken to him? Have you ever spoken to him verbally, or just typing words?
He's a chatter. Sometimes he doesn't come on stream.
That's like my friendship with Jack Mahogoff. We're great friends, but I've never spoken to him verbally on the phone.
Jack, you want to hear something funny? Jack actually took his side over my side and has stopped donating to me.
Took whose side?
Wendy's.
Oh, I didn't even know he messed around with her.
He is her biggest donator.
No kidding. Well, I think he may have a thing for special people because now he's all over Decap's nuts.
Oh God, is Wendy the slow adult.
WTSA.
Wendy the slow adult, or Wendy the retard.
Hell yeah, that's what she really is. If we're really being honest, if we're being intellectually honest.
I actually have a bill coming up that is actually due. What Deadpool just did is going to help me. YouTube Premium is almost.
See how good God is? God is so good that he put David Chandler right where he needed to be so that he can make a move on your behalf and then you could get what you need done. That God is.
Thank you. And the thing is, it's like, and I do respect people that, me and Deadpool's had issues in the past.
Yeah, but couldn't that be said about everybody?
Yeah.
So it's inevitable. Right? If you accept the inevitability and you already know what's going to happen, then you're not caught off guard. Red Bull?
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Deadpool. I got something to tell you. People keep coming into my early morning streams and telling me, "Oh, David Ray DeVito $1,000." He just gave Chad Zumach $1,000. He just gave nobody like $1,000, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that DC, because they do that just my nerves.
Yeah, it hurts. It's more than just your nerves. It actually hurts deep inside in your soul. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it.
You know, right now, and by the way, the Deadpool, I do have a charity that is I'm this year I'm going hard. By the way, can I tell you something? I went
Me?
hard on last year. I went hard for the children's charity. Now I'm going for Stack Up because I found out that that $2,000 that I raised
Right.
for Extra Life, the hospital is only going to get $200 of it.
Damn. Where's the other 1,800 go?
Goes to get stuff for Stack Up for Extra Life.
Hmm. Bubba the Love Sponge Foundation, 95% goes directly to the cause. The only 5% goes to the attorney that's got to do all the paperwork.
Who's
Bubba the
the
Love Sponge
attorney?
Foundation. Here's a pop quiz trivia question for you. Do you know what the Bubba the Love Sponge Foundation supports?
Cops.
Not just any cops, though.
Cops that I heard the story about him fallen officers.
There you go. Fallen officers' families.
I heard
So after a police officer is killed in the line of duty, Bubba will cut a check for the wife of the officer, and it just makes things a little bit easier. It's one thing to go through loss, but when you go through loss, you lose everything, and then you have nothing. It really makes you not even want to live anymore.
Yeah, I heard the story about how Bubba was coming back in his pockets. And he had TSA, and TSA recognized him and let him through because of the charity stuff that he did.
Yeah. Yep. So he's over with the cops. That's cool. He also did something really cool. He bought the police dogs bulletproof vests for the whole squad, for all the canines.
Hey, who's the attorney that cuts the check, that does the paperwork
For the foundation? It's nobody you know. It's not Kevin Hazlett. It's not Petroni. It's not Regina. It's none of them. It's a separate situation. Let's call him No Name, because that's who he is. Nobody would know it, even if I said it.
I was going to say Diakos. I was going to say Jay and Dan.
Nope. Jay's dealing with personal injury. Dan's jumping on that boat because when you have a personal injury case, you know how strong it is when you have a doctor that can say, like, because the defense will come up and they'll try to be like, oh, well, the doctor this and yippee we did the medical exam and this is what we came up with. And Dan can say that's all bullshit. I'm a doctor. I know what's real and what's not, and what you're telling the court right now is not true. That is strong. You can't. 20 plus years of being a doctor and now a lawyer too, you can't back that down. That's stronger than anything. The only thing is, like, for example, when my mom passed away, I believed that my mom's death was preventable. Now, I messaged the Diakos. I ended up getting in touch with the lady that moves the information onto them. We spent like 20 minutes on the phone. I sent more messages, and then nobody ever got back to me after that. I wasn't looking for them to do it. All they're going to say is if it's actionable, pass it on to the Hampden County Bar so that way I can get it, or wherever county I'm in, the bar, have them go through them. So even though I knew they were going to tell me that, I just wanted to see, based on the information that I gave, if there was something there. That's all I asked. I didn't ask them to look up anything, do any work. All I said was, do I have something here? It was only to honor my mother. It was strictly out of principle, not to get money whatsoever. Because I'd rather be broke. More money, more problems is so true. So it's not about the money, but it's about my mom was 69. She had so much more life to live, and she wanted to live. And these people ignored her condition for months and months and months. And I feel the hospital, yes. I feel the hospital should be sued. I don't know if nursing home that ignored the issue for 2 months as well. Because she was in the hospital on March 27th complaining about her gallbladder, but they didn't do anything about it. 2 months later, on May 23rd, it burst and infected all her other organs and ran infection through her body and killed her. So I believe that there's something there. I believe there's medical malpractice there. They didn't perform an autopsy, even though I asked. Covering their ass. If there was an autopsy, it would have shown this was preventable. March 27th could have drained her gallbladder or just get it out. But instead, they waited 2 months and it was too late. It ruined her, killed her whole body, bro. I can't imagine how my mom had to suffer. The extra excess suffering, where if they had done their fucking job on March 27th, then it would have never happened that way. Everybody's going to die. It's inevitable. I would rather mom pass in her sleep. But the way that she did it, the way it happened was just so terrible. And the last thing my mother ever texted me was that, because go ahead, tell me what you got to tell.
I just hospital screwed my mom and my dad. The local hospital both misdiagnosed my mom and then was like treating, and then wasn't treating. But luckily they were both sent to a good hospital. Mom was sent over to Hattiesburg. Dad was sent over to a Meridian for treatment. But when mom died July 30th, 2009 that was
right around your birthday, huh?
July 30th, 2009.
2 days after your birthday. Is your birthday on the 28th?
Yeah. It was my 16th birthday, by the way.
Fuck that. That sucks so bad, dude. I can't imagine.
Ironically, it was 4-something p.m. Dad died February 7th, 2020 at 3:54 p.m. CST.
I'm confused. Was that your father?
That's my father, my dad.
All right. I was confused for a minute. Because your mother's July 30th of 2009, but your dad made it 11 more years.
Yeah.
What was your? I don't need to know. I'm just curious. What was your dad's first name?
EJ. It was his. His full name was Ellis Julius Hudson Jr. But
no shit.
He called
EJ.
EJ for short.
That's awesome. EJ is one of my favorite characters on Days of Our Lives. He's Elvis James, though.
Actually, you want to hear something funny? My given name is Ellis John Hudson because
I know.
My mom's name was John and my dad's name was Ellis. So Ellis John Hudson.
That kicks ass.
And the thing is, my mom's mom died the day I was born, 28th.
That's so bad. Were y'all in the same hospital?
Yeah, it was 5 hours before. I think she died at 5 something, and I remember the day the hour around 13 a.m. CST, the great city of Pearl.
So were y'all in the same? You were in the same hospital?
Same hospital.
That's so crazy, man. One life down, and then one life comes in just like that. 5 hours apart, right? You're the one that's going to carry on the legacy.
If when you and Tampa Terry go at it again, please don't bring me into it this time.
There should never be another time we have to go at it. Tampa Terry's dead to me, bro. Tampa Terry's been dead to me. The fact that he infiltrates your chat and wants to come here and make trouble, that's all he did, was make trouble. Did he come and add anything positive?
No.
No. He's a troublemaker. He's a cancer. Everywhere he goes, he's a cancer. Even on his own stream, he's a cancer. He's useless. All he does is put stuff up on the screen like, oh my God, look at David Chandler just found me on Twitch and he subscribed. Thank you, brother. David Chandler is the man.
Yeah.
David Chandler just.
Hey,
David Chandler just made my whole day worthwhile.
By the way, DC, are you from Wayne? Yes, I'm from Waynesboro, Mississippi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you from Mississippi?
There's no way for me to turn the camera around, but I want you to see. You put a bunch of emotes in my chat. I don't even know if you can see them or not. I don't know what you can see.
Yeah, David
I did.
Chandler. So yeah. By the way, I do have a kick, guys. If anybody that God damn it got me to the search bar.
Yeah, I believe in David Chandler so much. I'm gonna make him a mod. Is that a good idea?
It's a good idea. He's a great person.
Yeah, I'm modding that man. I'm giving him what's it? A sword. Bam! David Chandler's got a sword. Just like that. Respect. He
By
subbed,
the
he
way,
followed,
guys,
and now he's got a sword. All because of you, Jake. See that?
no,
You're the broker. You're the one like you're gonna introduce me to New Girl one of these days, and New Girl and I are gonna have a conversation. And I'm
yeah,
so excited.
Lucille, Cosman Ozzy, Washington County. I have family in Washington County, Alabama. I we go to yeah. I have family. I have roots in Washington County. I have
Have
roots
you been up
in
there?
other. Uh, yeah, I
Nice.
have a my family has land. We've done a lot of business in Washington County, Alabama, Fruitdale, Alabama, Chatham, Alabama. I'm ironically was looking up today a couple days ago. I was actually looking on Google Maps for Washington County hospital in not Citronelle, um uh, Chatham, Alabama.
Wow. Are you familiar with
It's
Dothan, Alabama?
Dothan, Alabama. Dothan, Alabama. Mobile. I've been to Mobile a few times. I even went to a couple Mardi Gras over there.
I think Hulk Hogan wrestled a bear in Dothan, Alabama.
Wait for it.
I'm serious. More than once. He talked about it on Bubba Show. Like in the early 80s.
Yeah,
Men wrestling bears. Nowadays, there's a lot of bears in wrestling.
yeah. I hope everybody is staying safe today.
I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Jay, can I ask you a crazy question? I know you don't
What?
watch wrestling like every minute of every show like I do, but who do you think is the most attractive female in wrestling today? Every company involved.
You know what? I gotta say, if we're talking about females that are looking good and stuff,
Just attractive, that's all. Not in ring work. Doesn't matter if they suck.
try to. I gotta say, Kendi and Kali Page both look awesome. Look
She's
good.
an indie worker, huh?
Both there's two, Kendi and Kali Page. The maybe he might not.
I've never
What
heard of
did
her.
you do, DC? What did you do? I think that was.
I'm gonna have to look
He's not
these
your
girls up.
ass. What did he? What? Hold on. Don't did you?
When they're ready, let
Uh,
me know if they're twins. I don't want to forget to ask if they're twins.
whoa! Deadpool, $250 stack up. He just put a $250 donation to stack up.
What is Stack Up?
It's a charity. Thank you so much. I just noticed. Thank you so much, Deadpool.
So that's gonna go to charity.
It goes. It's a game and charity. Oh shit! It's a game and charity. Basic. What it does. It it raises what it does. It gets it send they send souls and gaming crates to active people in the military.
Whoa,
They also
that's cool.
they also take veterans to gaming cons, including E3, TwitchCon, and other cons. But they also have a thing called Stop Squad in the Discord. Basically,
Man,
help with if you say you're having a bad day, someone will jump in a voice channel with you and do triage with you and talk it through.
see, I'm having a hard time right now. I used to have like, you were there, you'd see my stream. I'd have 5 to 10 people there all day long, right? You remember the people that
Yeah,
were there. You know the names. You've seen them yourself. All the names of all the different people that were in my chat, right? And now I turn on
yeah.
my stream and I have one viewer all day long, if that. And I don't know where everybody went. It all happened after my mother passed away. I can't explain it, but I don't care either because what am I going to do? Worry about what people think? I could give a fuck less. All I care about is what God thinks.
Listen,
So,
listen. Let me tell you something. You did the right. You're a good person, brother.
David Shaler just gifted a sub to somebody in my stream.
Oh
Their name is
shit!
I have forgotten. That's the person's name. That's their screen
You
name.
know, David Chandler has done more to help people. David Chandler is a good person, brother, and thank you so much.
Well, whether he donates or subs or not, I hope I see him in my stream. Like, I hope he comes and hangs out with me and we can talk from time to time because you know me, I'm on. I turn on at 10 a.m. usually, and I don't turn off until almost
You know,
midnight.
you know,
So,
it's so funny. Last year, I've been promoting, and then to find out by someone who was part of my brain trust, my niece comes up to me and says the charity that the Extra Life charity only takes 10%. The rest of the money gives 10% of what they make to the hospital. 90% of it goes to paying stuff.
yeah,
I would
well,
rather,
90% is going to the people who are doing the work. They pay themselves handsomely. The work vehicle, the work expenses, and all the BS. And then whatever's left, oh, we'll throw a little bit to the charity. So it's not even really a charity. It's more of a business. It just gives a little money on the side to somebody else. It's not charity. It's a business. These people are supporting themselves off the backs of others when the money's supposed to be going to the people that it's obviously supposed to be going to. And these people created a.
Deadpool is a good person. Hey, I wanna ask this question. I wanna read you something. The Lord is. I want to read this to you if you don't mind me reading.
I love reading. Let's go.
Lord is my shepherd.
I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. Go on.
That's the. I'm gonna read this to you if you don't mind me reading.
I'm ready.
Trying to find a. Hold on.
Do you remember that wrestler Hakushi? Remember Hakushi?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead and roll. The word of God is more important. Go ahead. I was only killing time
The
until you
Lord
got
is
it.
my. This is a little. This a lot of times this would be used and the Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. He makes me to lay down in green pastures. He leads me be at the still water. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yeah, I walk through the valley of shadow of death. I will
I will
fear
feel
no
no
evil,
evil.
for thou art with me. Thou rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Prepare the table before me, the presence of my enemy. The
Sure.
my head with. That's all I got.
I love it.
It's Psalms
Amen.
20.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jake Hudson. What scripture is that? What's the book? What's
That,
the
that was Psalms 23. That was Psalms 23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
know
that's
scripture by heart, but my problem is I'm having a hard time remembering where it came from. Like I know the
yeah.
words and I can even break down the words. Have you ever taken scripture and broken it down and really looked into it and done, so to speak, a Bible study? Have you ever been a part of any of that?
I want I don't. There's a lot of times that I watch like the televangelist groups, and when I found out how crooked a lot of the televangelist groups are, I stopped caring
I
about
don't
it.
blame you. I don't blame you. But I mean, they're only crooked if they get your money. But if you're just reading the Word of God and digging in, and like for example, a couple weeks ago, my pastor spoke a sermon, and it was about Joseph. Do you remember Joseph? What happened to Joseph in the Bible?
Yeah,
Joseph had the coat of many colors, and his brothers
yeah.
were jealous, so they stole his coat and they threw him down in the well and left him there to die. And they put cow's blood on the coat so they could tell his father that he died. But meanwhile, a caravan of Egyptians was coming through the desert, and they decided to take him out of the will and go sell him as a slave to the Egyptians. And the Egyptians took him back to Egypt and the Pharaoh's castle. And Joseph lived there as a prisoner for 12 years. And during that time, he interpreted one of the dreams of one of the other prisoners. And then 3 years later, the Pharaoh, he had a dream. And his servant told him, hey, there's a guy in the prisons that can interpret dreams. So he says, well, go get him. And he told Joseph what the dream was. And Joseph said, that dream you had means that 3 years from now, all of Egypt is going to have a famine and you're going to have no food. So Pharaoh said, you're the prime minister. So Joseph went from being left for dead, thrown in a well, taken out, sold for slavery, prisoner for 12 years. How miserable is all that? He didn't want to be there. He didn't know he was going there. He hated being there, right? But since he was there, when the famine did come, Joseph was smart enough to put away enough food for Egypt, so Egypt never suffered during the famine. But you know who did? Joseph's brothers. And they came to Egypt. They came to the Pharaoh's castle to beg for food. And guess who they came face to face with, Jake?
Joseph.
Yeah, they did. And do you think he gave them the food? He
No,
did. He did.
he,
And that's what makes him so special is the fact that his brothers didn't even recognize Joseph. But Joseph recognized them. And he still gave them the food. And then he's like, yo, what's up with dad? And then he got to find out that even though his dad was dying, he would get to see him one more time before he died. That was very important. But that's the story of Joseph. Now, here's how we can at least tie it into my
yeah,
situation, is that I'm somewhere, I got taken from where I was, and I'm put somewhere I don't want to be. I hate being here. I never thought I would be here. But even then, through all that, the same situation, the same mind state Joseph was going through. Hey, my name's Joseph too. Guess what? I may meet the woman that I'm supposed to meet here, and then marry her, and then have a baby,
all
and
right,
then my
all right.
family name lives on. Because otherwise, if I don't, then my family name is going to die with me. There'll be no more Nubians.
All right, guys. We're gonna end, guys. I know that I just want to end. We've been on for an hour, and I want.
Dude, I got to pee so bad, and I'm so thirsty. I must have a high blood sugar. Well, I
All
ate
right,
them
love you
cinnamon roll
guys.
pancakes. See
All right,
ya!
love you guys. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Shit.